Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be doing a Pink Diamond Paul George 13 PG-13 gameplay.
I'm going to say it again. The reason Paul George stayed in Oklahoma City is because at heart, he's George Paul.
And I'm super excited to do this gameplay. Not only for Paul George, but just look at the card art, man. It just gives you the vibes of old 2Ks. And man, I remember I got this Paul George on my account. I think it was actually a locker code that I did end up getting back. It was, what, 4 years ago now? It was a long time ago. That's all I remember. But if you know, you know. 6'9", 220 pounds, 91 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 90 steal, 94 perimeter defense, 93 speed, 88 speed ball, 93 acceleration, and 94 lateral quickness. What more could you want stat-wise? Driving dunk tendency is a 95, which is absolutely ridiculous, as well as a 75 on-ball steal and 79 contest shot tendency. 11 Hall of Famers: catch and shoot, relentless finisher, chase down artist, lightning reflexes, pogo, contact finisher, fast break finisher, showtime, quick first step, space creator, and tireless shooter. The 19 gold badges: difficult shots, acrobat, ankle breaker, pick dodger, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, off-ball pest, tireless defender. You guys know all of the badges he's going to have. It's going to be all defense. Deadeye, green machine, hot zone hunter, hot start, range extender, volume shooter. Silver badges, playmaking badges for the most part, as well as the bronze flexible release. Now, obviously, all of those badges can be upgraded, so just by upgrading his badges, not applying any badges, you can get him to 29 golds and 11 Hall of Famers, which is a total of 40 badges. Now, he's going to have 5 badge spots. Corner specialist, definitely a badge I would look to put on him. Downhill, handles for days, needle threader, something. Some of those badges are what you're going to want to apply to him. Now, he doesn't have steady shooter, which means on next gen, blinders is a very good addition. Looking at PG-13, this is current gen right here. So obviously his behind the back on next gen, I think they take it away, but on current gen at least, his dribble sigs are absolutely incredible, and his release is the same as it is, like the same as it always has been. Now, I personally like Paul George's release, but I feel like a lot of people like it. It's just not me. Like, his release is very smooth, very easy to time, very easy to green. And so it's basically the diamond Paul George, except he can get range extender. He's a little bit better on defense with his stats, badges, everything like that. And he's going to be incredible. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Paul George isn't going to be elite, because I wouldn't be telling you the truth. This Paul George is going to be absolutely elite. Let's see, his dribble sigs obviously aren't that great. But the thing is, on current gen, what more do you need outside of the speed boost? The speed boost can take you everywhere you need to go, and Paul George has it. I personally, like I said, love his release. Obviously, I don't green that much in general, so we know this. But with his release, it is very easy to time, very easy to green. It's just, I'm not green with it. I'm not green with anybody. But with Paul George, with the fact that he now has range extender, I love his hot spots. He should be knocking down shots at a very efficient rate. He really should be. The thing I like about it is with his diamond, you basically had to toe the 3-point line. And now with this pink diamond, you don't really have to worry about that as much. I remember that was one thing. Whenever you shot a deep 3 with PG, you knew it wasn't going to go in just because he didn't have the range extender. And now that you don't have to worry about that, that's a very big plus. Looking at my opponent's lineup here, and wow, I see Allen Iverson, starter card, Ja Morant, Richard Jefferson, Carlos Boozer, and AD. So all I know is I love the fact that now when you get loaded up on Paul George, I just love the old card art. If 2K could bring that card art, like, I just love it, man. It gives you the old vibes back. Whoever came up with this idea for 2K, shout out to them, because this just, it brings something back for me that I think the game desperately needed. Now, my opponent's team obviously is very subpar, so it shouldn't even be this should really be the Paul George show, if you want me to be completely honest with you. He should have no trouble finding good looks and good opportunities to score back to him. First possession of the game, I shoot a white. Surprise, Ty's not able to green. Oh yeah, look at the defense though. You know what time it is. It is Hall of Fame showtime time for Paul George. Even on and ones like that, when he doesn't get the showtime dunk, that still does activate showtime. I'll show you after this free throw here kind of how my team takeover is looking, but I absolutely love it. Paul George doesn't even get a dunk, but you guys can still see what Hall of Fame showtime can do. Watch this swing. Watch this swing. Look at this swing from the opposite corner from Paul George. Snatchback on the break. Gosh, I just can't green. When I play on current gen, on next gen, it's awful. I just can't green shots. I'm just so out of my flow. And that would be green normally. If I was playing on my current gen console, that would be green. But I struggle on the next gen console. Oh yeah, back to Paul George. Showtime dunk for PG-13. And that's how you get team takeover quickly. If a couple of Showtime dunks with half Showtime, and you're gonna get team takeover pretty quickly. We're pulling on the break. That's deep. It doesn't matter for PG-13. He's putting on a show. I know my opponents doesn't have a good lineup. It doesn't matter though. PG-13 is doing his thing. Oh yeah, PG. Oh yeah, PG. Drop step coming. That's me. Look at the Intimidator badge lighting up. Oh yeah. Come here, PG. I need to get you in action. Imagine you just sit in corner. This is your gameplay, man. It's your gameplay. I need you to do something since I got a green shot. Come on, man. Stop leaving me open. Eventually, I am going to figure it out. I promise you, eventually, I'm going to figure my release out. There's the first assist from PG-13. Good. We're fine. We're all fine here. Yep. Watch the lanes. Play the lanes. Play the lanes. Play the lanes. Yes, sir, PG. Oh, yeah, I'm pulling. I'm pulling. I'm pulling. I'm just so uncomfortable shooting the ball. I can't make my whites, but he can make that shot. I got it, 2K. It makes sense to me. The best thing is Hall of Fame quick first step with Hall of Fame Showtime. I haven't even been talking about that. He has Hall of Fame quick first step, and now he has badge. Oh, yeah, run. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, man. You know me. That's deep. And it still goes in. That's what range extender gives you. I showed you it right there. You guys know Hall of Fame quick first step. You guys know what PG gets into. You guys know. Oh, I thought he was finna slam that. 5 out me. 5 out me. 5 out me. Burst him. Burst him. Burst him. Showtime. That's fine. I should have kicked it to Zion in the corner because that would have been green. But I just want to go crazy with PG. That's all bait. Thank you. Oh, I thought he was finna throw it. Scary. That's me. Thank you. Paul George is doing it on the defensive end more than ever. Thank you. Stop throwing scaries, man. You know me. You know me. Watch the Showtime get activated here. As Paul George gets that Showtime slam, everybody is getting close to takeover. Thank you. Look at Steph. Where's PG? Where's PG? Give me another Showtime. I missed, and Blake didn't grab the board. Half quick first step. Drop stepping. Easy one for PG. It's too easy. Spin into the cup, finishing over Shaq. Good. He wanted to jump ball. Get it to him. Burst with Hall of Fame quick first step. Hall of Fame Showtime finish. It's just so tough. I don't know what you guys want me to say. So Steph has 3 points in takeover. Grant Hill has 3 points in takeover. And you wonder why. How'd they get takeover? Well, it's because of Showtime. That's just a bad decision. You guys know what time it is. Another Showtime slam from Paul George. That wasn't Showtime. I swore that was Showtime. It's just too easy. He's just like Grant Hill is on the offensive end. It's just too easy. Nobody can guard him in a one-on-one type of setting. Leading at the halftime box score for PG, 26 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 6 steals, 11 of 17 from the field, and 2 of 6 from deep. I just got to start greening. That's the biggest problem I'm having. And I mean, PG can be your on-ball lock if you want him to be. But I think he's even better as an off-ball type of player. You want to know why? Because then he can leak out in transition. I just can't green. I've only greened one of my, I think, 7 wide open shots. And so that's really my fault. It's not PG. It's me. Come on. Quick first step. Show me something. Out to Blake. Great job by PG right there. And if I'm not greening with Blake, you know it's bad. Because Blake greens legitimately everything for me. That's me. Thank you. Up to PG. Stop on the break. That's a green. That one felt smooth. I could tell that one felt smooth. Finally, PG. Start getting it going for me because I could definitely use you. Over to him again. Oh, I should have shot it. That's fine. Come back. Come back. You're now fresh. Another one? I could have swore that one should have been green too, but uh-oh. PG is starting to fill it up from 3. Oh, yeah. Let's go crazy. Half Showtime. Show me something. Paul George with the Hall of Fame quick first step into a Hall of Fame Showtime dunk. Don't jump. Don't jump or do that because that opens up for another Showtime dunk. Zion now has takeover. Paul George is close to takeover. And honestly, we're getting close to team take. Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, PG. That's what I'm talking about. Get bumpy for me. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. He's lucky Ja Morant didn't get put into the rim. Let's see. Can Paul George hit 40 by the start of the fourth quarter? We'll see here. Oh, yeah. Back to him. Show me your peak. That's a tough shot. Again, I'm just not greening. He's in a zone, so we'll give PG one more possession. Once I splash this 3 with PG, I'm going to be done with him. Remember, I don't even have corner specialist on my PG, anything like that. But he still should knock this down. From the corner, I'm not even greening that. It's just sad. This one's got to be green, right? This one's got to be green, right? There's just no way I'm not. I've had enough. I can't green. Let's face it. And that's the one thing Paul George can do. Even if I can't green, he's going to play great defense. And I green that. So let me get this straight, 2K. I'm that inconsistent where I can't green a wide open on the catch and shoot from the corner. But I can green that one. That makes total sense to me, 2K.
Ball game.
It just came a little late. Finally, I'm starting to green shots with PG. He's on the verge of getting me 40. We're going to end up winning the game 85-36. Kind of it was a tough game to do a gameplay on because of my opponent's skill. He wasn't super he just didn't have a super good team, so it's kind of tough. But you guys still saw what Paul George was able to do throughout the course of the game. When we go into the stats here and look, Paul George into the game with 47 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 8 steals. I didn't even green that many shots, but he still shot 50% from the 3-point line. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for Pink Diamond Paul George gameplay. My opinion on him is tough because I know what Diamond Paul George can do. So I know how good this Pink Diamond Paul George is. Even if I didn't green that many shots, he has the same release as the Diamond Paul George. It's the exact same one. So I don't really have to worry about his release. What I really was focusing on is how he dribbled. Could he hit from deep, which he could. How his defense was. Everything like that. I'm super uber impressed with this PG-13 card. I do think he is going to be the best small forward in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, when you compare him to Cam Reddish, I think it's a pretty good comparison. But as you guys can see, I love Cam Reddish. And he doesn't even compare to Paul George. Like, I legitimately love Cam Reddish, and he doesn't compare to Paul George. The only thing is Cam Reddish does have more total badges, even when Paul George is fully badged out, but still, Cam Reddish just can't quite compare with Paul George. I do believe Paul George is he's going to be worth what he's going for, because a ton of people are pulling Paul George, so he's not going to be that expensive, I don't believe, and he's going to be worth whatever he is going for, whether that's 200, 300K is probably the price range I would target for Paul George, but he might be way cheaper than that, because look how many Paul Georges are up. It wouldn't totally surprise me if some of these Paul Georges ended for 100K. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It would not totally surprise me, because there are a ton of Pink Diamond Paul George up on the auction house. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.